People, what's going on? This is Nate Raymond in Japan, and I've got a deal for you, all right? So I'm a marketer, I'm a direct marketer, I'm also a personalization, optimization, I'm just a straight up consultant, all right? And what I'm saying now is, look, at this moment, pay me 10 grand, and I'm just going for this one person in particular right now, but I'm still recording this because I want you guys to hear what kind of sell I'm going to do. Now, you pay me 10 grand, and what we're going to do is we're going to build this app. The app's 9,000. I want to have 1,000, but you're not paying me out of your pocket. You're helping me set up this trust, and the trust is going to pay me. So I'm just asking for trustees. So think of me in this moment now, understanding that for the world's attention, for our story, for the way life is a movie, what it needs to be is I need to make this deal. I need to say to you right now, look, be part of my stakeholders at this moment. Look, I want this 9 grand for this app. They're going to assign a team. They're going to make sure that the app is profitable, all right? But as far as when it comes to me with this 9 grand, I'm just going to do this mutually beneficial joint venture. And you just be one of the companies that is signing on to support the youth. Now look, I got the youth, but the youth is society. And I'm bringing to you what's going to be something like, actually, it's an app, my app, the Japan Exchange app, and understand something called KPI, Key Performance Indicators, and this is what's responsible for keeping your attention. So on this app, it's just one after the next deal. What kind of deal? All right, there's a lot of people who are joining this app, all right? They join the app, and there's a lot of companies that join the app, all right? And us who use the app, we're matching companies and people, and we're selling personalized travel experiences. So in the travel experiences, we're doing internships, but these internships create the information for our game. So it's an online thing that affects the offline thing because the spiritual affects the physical. And right now, we have your spiritual connection that's going to take anybody, no matter what your beginner level, no matter who you are. We're elevating you, so any perceived weakness or scarcity is now replaced by somebody of our collective strength. So don't worry about it. Just we'll find the strengths in you. And look, I want to know your interest, skills, and dream, because that's what has your attention. But at the moment, maybe your interest, skills, dream is hard to answer. So I got to know just what do you do in a day? Because it speaks for itself where your attention is at. And anything that's attention away from your interests and skills and dream is going to lack your authentic spirituality. And that's right now the complete authenticity that people feel to get the business off social media, because what we go for, what we buy, our impulses, they're not logical, all right? They're just what people have. They're innate, and that's how you can test muscles, because the human consciousness doesn't know everything. You're just a passenger. The truth is you're subconscious, but we hit you at that subconscious level through our authenticity. So recognize, this is Nate Raymond in Japan, and we're here for the next generation economy that is going to be startups. That's an ecosystem that's supported by investors whose activity of society grows the money of investors. And that's how we create cities that are independent. And that's how we engage 100% of the community and break free of the 80-20, which is without the aid of what I'm doing as the middleman, because the human is the technology, and only with me do you see proof that that is the truth. And those of you who might think it, Still, we need proof that it is actually true, that the human is the amazing technology. And I'm here to tell you through my own example that for me to have gotten to my technology and activate myself as a magnet required me to have traveled from America to Japan. And you too, if you travel to Japan and then you travel with me to America, if you're not already American, but even if you are American, you're going to chill with the way that I'm American. So you see, there is a way that just being with me puts you in some sort of a good space. Good space with Nate. And that's the dominion, that's the domain. That is what we take to be the practical application for how it makes sense for your life, for the user experience as Nathan Raymond, the UI user designer, and how you get the effect of my world and me as the common bond between strangers of all around the world, and how one person saw that his example would mean others would follow in his footsteps. And if you would but download my ebook and really read it, you would then have the immediate understanding of what I'm saying, brought up to date, quantum entangled for those who want it. And this is digital transformation of education, because education, as we know, was not designed for people to reach their potential. It was there to create workers. But now the way work is designed has changed, and you could be freelance. And there are people right now that if you traveled to Japan would make money off your travel to Japan, more than the money that they would make off just your individual travel to Japan. So what I'm saying is that you and I need to collaborate, and we definitely need to take what I'm saying and make it a reality and download the ebook. You'll see how I got an app and a YouTube channel, and all that stuff are the tools for you need to be brought into the dynamic where the future already exists. And for you to have the practical application of your life to integrate all these digital tools in a way that frees you from having to be in an 8-hour trade your time for money working for somebody, to naturally seeing immediately how you're naturally abundant, getting paid with a 4-hour job that's more like a fun, like that then fuels your online communication, because we can be online a lot of the time if we're there for an educational purpose. And YouTube has shown how we can have a long engagement, but even YouTube as it is, there is not something that's personal. And right now I'm casting the big wavelength to attract all societies. You who are the leaders in government, you who are the business, who are the sellers, you in the society who are the learners, then you are all welcome. But then I can pinpoint the exact frequency you are of your interest, skills, and dream. And then I can make that beneficial to some traveler who's coming, that when you're collaborating together, now engages the 12 categories of business that surround you, being the ones that help travelers get to their internships, because that's where they're creating content. And then this fuels our e-commerce, which is on the app. And you can get your own license where I will, you have an e-commerce page, you have an offer page, you have a bio page, and there's a human chatbot software that then we're going to use so that anybody visiting your site gets chatbot guidance. And that's how I am. I'm like your personalized chatbot, if you really want to know. And you can have access to me, and I will tell you personally what's the next step. I'm just the human ambassador of the system I created. But once I get you personalized and optimized, you won't need me anymore. And you'll be off and have the strength of the collective. But nonetheless, no matter who you meet, it'll still be through my personal brand. So that means to say that the user experience in and of itself is me as like a waiter taking your order, and I am just writing whatever you wish into existence, into the cosmos, because my system is its own space. However, it's organized to what will be the microcosm of the macrocosm smart city, that once the individuals are experiencing it online, they will be in effect for the people around them, as I said, with the 12 categories of business. And so you got to recognize Nate Raymond in Japan. Yes, I am a world global ambassador, and this is just for my own world, which anyone is welcome. And when I go back to New York City, I'm going to be getting somebody from every country, because that's still somewhere where there needs to be a new revolution. And I think all this talk we see about New York City is just paving the way for me and what we're going to do, because it's not me, it's us, all right? I need you guys, and I know you guys are going to benefit from what I created, and it's going to accelerate you. I'm an accelerator of personal brands. I'm a network optimizer. I'm a marketer. I'm a consultant, all right? I'm a enthusiast. I don't know what to say. I'm a venture capital. I'm a startup. I'm a founder. I'm a funder. I'm an executive, okay? I'm a servant. I am a volunteer. I do this for free because you are society, all right? But as a business, you are getting ripped off by marketing. It's a jip. We're not letting it happen. I'm showing you how to really market, and you need someone like me to be showing everybody why you're a good person when I introduce you to interns, and you're the reason why they have an American experience, because nobody in your location appreciates the fact that you are already in sync with your environment, and someone from a different environment needs a steady hand, and that's what you are. And that's what we need when we travel, that people that are going to be there for us like we were for them. Reciprocality, you know? So there's a lot of values we can use besides just bills. We're prepared for multiple types of currency, which there are, and sometimes our bartering and sharing is used as what the currency is, and just being an English conversation partner or a representative of your location, or just having the information you already uploaded because you're creating a profile, you're creating a YouTube channel, you're creating all the links so that when you're uploaded on these speed meeting events and then they see your profile, they know how to check your YouTube channel, so everything's on your YouTube channel, because you're going to have your own YouTube channel, and if you were just to start your YouTube channel, it would take a long time to monetize your YouTube channel, but since I'm an accelerator, I can accelerate your YouTube channel. See? And what is a channel? A channel is what I'm doing now. I'm just the vessel. This is coming from the heavens, and this is because we are one. And I have just spent the time between America and Japan, and that's what I'm saying. I'm not special, but America's special, and Japan is special. But again, those America-Japan, they need the collaboration. America-Japan are supposedly such big allies. However, the people, the common people, they never met each other. So Japanese are paying money for English, and Americans are paying money for karate. But instead, they could hang out together, and they would each get what they wanted, and it's called a startup company, and then I've got $100 million or $250 million in startup capital that can fund you, because I'm going to prove that you can turn a profit, and you need to turn a profit, because we're not going to give you the money unless you can turn a profit. But once you turn a profit, then you're the prophet, and then you're going to be the messenger, you see? Now, it's going to be the part of the creator economy. The creator economy is what gives you the ability to have headless systems, which means it can run on automation, which means that you're free to focus on your interest, skills, and dream, because those things currently that are not automated are having a human do it, and a human needs to act like a robot in that case, but a human is not a robot. And if you're going to live your life trying to do that, you're going to get replaced by AI, so why even do that anymore? Why don't you just focus on being a connector, on being a creator? I mean, after all, you're already a content creator on Facebook because you're blabbing, and always about your feelings. But why don't you come on my system where you can be a stakeholder? And then you can blab, and at least we'll get paid for every blab, so you're even more. However, we're going to focus your information because we go for interests, okay? Find out how are you, what's your interest, skills, and dream. Then we go to the network, relationships, okay? Gonna connect your things, and then we know for the wealth, because it's just wealth, like you turn on an AI switch, but we've got it all infused with our health information and our relationship information. And then we're just doing joint ventures to create content with our authenticity And this is doing the relationship management that is taking over the marketing for companies. And then the companies are not spending money on marketing, and instead they're spending that in the cities to increase the infrastructure of their services. So this is all possible from my app and Nathan Raymond in Japan Exchange. And I'm so happy to talk to you. And I could talk to you because I want to talk to you, and I'm going to talk to you because I'm Nate Raymond, and you're coming to New York. But when you're in New York City, you come out to me in the country because we got an eco village, and you got a ranch, and you can chill, and you can have fun, and you can be a human, and then we can go to New York City. But we're going to have a world festival because we're also bringing this special dance, and there's already this funds that makes available these funds so that when we go to New York, we can go to Bonodori Festival, which is a Japanese dancing festival. And while we do that, the companies are coming with us to have a company trade fair at the casino. So everybody wins. We're going to really show, if we don't do what we're doing, people are not making money right now because they're missing the human element. The human is the representative of what nanotechnology is. It's all based on the human. And they have robot little slaves. But if we're going to be in our system, we can be the humans acting like the way that a real computer works. But it's a human computer. So we're copying the way that they are harnessing energy because it's already being done to us. We're reverse engineering something using their technology to siphon the life force of the human. But we let the human know how you already have that life force, and our collaboration engages us, and the money that we're spending on these companies at the moment, it's actually separating us. And companies don't want to be responsible in a bad system. Companies want to genuinely do good, but they don't have any other system. But when the human is taking over the way things are happening, the way I'm showing, then there will be an alternative, and companies are going to go with it because it's more efficient for the way they run their companies. Look, we don't have to manufacture in Japan and then ship in ships. We could 3D print. So now we're just sharing the IP with the freelancers here, and you set up a cluster, startup cluster, and we're going to call you and we're going to share the information, and you could put all of this information into physical form, and and you're going to generate stuff, and we're going to use that stuff so that we can collaborate on 50-50 deals, because this propagates our ecosystem, which turns into our metaverse with our headset, but it's built in our authenticity because it's built on my personal brand, because I'm Nate Raymond. I'm a real person. I have a real history, and that's what you need, the authenticity. All right, so I couldn't talk like this if I didn't know what I was talking about, and I know what I'm talking about because it's not something I know in a knowledge level. It's innate now. It's intuition. It's in there, and whatever you are intuitive of, I can pick up on, because we reflect our intuitiveness, and I will take that and I will put that into doing what I'm doing, but now you can do it too, totally. And it'll be automated, and you'll be abundant. Just focus on your interest, skills, dream. And the more people that are like you, this world is changed, because we are going so fast and accelerating beyond what they know is possible. So I won't let this video go on, but I think it's important if anybody's interested to listen to it and what I'm talking about. And I love you all. Nate Raymond, Japan Exchange. Peace.